Hi guys, Steve Girardi here. Welcome to Steve Strings. Today I have another unboxing and review video for you. The folks at Bondi Ukuleles sent me one of their Arcadia mahogany concert ukuleles to review. So let's get to it. Alrighty. And take a look here. Alrighty, so you can see that this came certainly very well packed in there, which I'm glad to see. And I should say that when I received this from the shipping label, I could see that it was shipped to me from Eau Claire, Wisconsin. And that is only significant in that the company Bondi is an Australian company. And as I understand it, the name of the ukulele they got their name inspiration from Bondi Beach, which is a famous beach in the metropolitan Sydney area. So let's go ahead and take a look at this kind of as we go down the line as I sort of unveil this. You can see already that this has a really nice looking headstock. They have their Bondi logo there that is inlaid. And from looking at the specifications of this on the web page, they describe this as indigo blue. And so I'm not sure if that is like indigo blue colored or what that is, but that is very, very neatly done. Very tidy. It looks like they have a mahogany veneer here on the headstock. And they do have sort of basic close-geared tuners. And let's go ahead and do the unveiling there. Okay, so there we have a nice looking ukulele. From looking at the nomenclature on the web page, the nut on this is described as bone as well as the saddle is. The bridge is described as black ebony, and their fingerboard is also described as black ebony. And you can see they have these interesting sort of triangular shaped position markers there on the fretboard, and that certainly goes with that triangular shape on the Bondi logo. You can see this instrument also has position markers on the player's side. Now, from looking at the nomenclature on the website, the binding on the neck is described as ABS binding. But from looking at it right now, I can see that the binding on the neck is not ABS. You can actually see the wood grain in it. So I wonder if this is actually maple. But from looking here at the binding on the body, that certainly is ABS binding. The neck material is not described in the nomenclature. You can see it does have a fairly subtle scarf joint here at the headstock and also a joint here at the heel, but the woods here are pretty well matched, so not terribly perceptible there. Again, you can see that this instrument has a pretty wood grain of mahogany on the body. Again, it has binding along the back and also on the face. And you can see here the rosette looks like a mother of pearlish kind of an inlay, along with 3 lines of purfling, black, white, and black on both the inside and outside of that inlay. So very pretty. Also, you can see this sort of mustache-shaped bridge is not a tie bar bridge, but rather what you do with this is you tie a knot on the end of the string and then pull the string up under that groove. And for many people, that makes it pretty easy. My only advice to folks is make sure you tie a good-sized knot so it won't go pulling through. Let's take a look at the inside of this. From looking at the inside, I can see it has the traditional bracing inside, along with notched kerfing, and I think you can see that notched kerfing there and some of the braces that are going on. And from looking at this, it does appear to be very neat and tidy, and I do not see any glue squeeze out in there. Again, this is a laminate mahogany. This instrument does not have strap buttons on it. Plainly not in tune. So I'll go ahead and tune this up, and then we'll get a first sound sample. Alrighty, I've now brought this instrument up to pitch. I've played around with it for several minutes here, and I've had a chance to look it all over, and I'll give you my thoughts of this. First of all, I should say that this instrument, if I haven't said already, has a satin finish, and from looking this instrument all over, there are zero finish flaws anywhere on this instrument. When I'm talking about the binding here on the fretboard earlier, I'll tell you that's good because I cannot feel these frets at all. There are no sharp fret edges. The nut, as I mentioned earlier, is a bone nut. It is 35 millimeters, very typical for these instruments. The neck profile is also a very typical kind of profile. It's not really a flattened neck like some instruments have. It's not also overly large. It's just very typical sort of a C shape. But the real thing you want to hear about is, of course, the sound of this. So again, this is tuned GCA. And again, the strings for this are carbon strings. I believe they were described as Japanese Nami strings. Let's go ahead and play it a bit. And hopefully you can hear it's got a pretty good bark. Has some decent resonance. So it's got some nice sound. I've played a number of other laminate mahogany instruments, and I would say that this compares very, very favorably. Very favorably, right at the top, and probably the top couple of instruments that I played that were laminate mahogany instruments. I checked this instrument out. There's no string buzz anywhere along the neck, and the intonation was dead on at the 12th fret. I measured the string action with my little string guide here, and at the 12th fret, the string action is 0.080 inches or 1.75 millimeters. So it is a relatively low action, very playable, with no string buzz anywhere along the neck. Nice sustain. I'm trying to think how I can describe this. It's not echoey. I'm thinking maybe a bell-like tone. It sounds good. Sounds good. So there you have it. My unboxing and review of the Bondi Arcadia laminate mahogany ukulele. Again, this is concert scale. Overall, I would say that I have a very positive opinion of this instrument. As I said, the inlays here are beautifully done. It has some nice details with this binding and that purfling that's going on here with the rosette. Overall, build quality is excellent. Finish is excellent. And it sounds really good. Another thing that's worth noting about this company, you should definitely go check out their webpage, because they have this program where you buy one, give one program, and it's described on the webpage. Basically what they do is they support the education of music teachers in Cambodia, where they send them through a 10-week training program, and when they complete that, they give them a ukulele to take back to their classroom and teach their students how to play ukulele. So not every company does that. This company does more than just sell ukuleles. And from my opinion, I think they're worth giving a very, very careful consideration when you're looking to choose an instrument. As I said, this instrument fares very, very well in a crowded market out there of laminate mahogany instruments. Again, I think this one here is right up at the very top or very high end of that range, and definitely worth checking out. I hope you found today's unboxing and review video helpful. If you have, please give a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more of the instrument reviews that I do or the instruments that I build, please subscribe. I'd love to have you come back and see more of them. If you've had a chance to play one of these Bondi instruments and had a chance to compare it to some others, I'd love to hear your comments below to see what you think of it. Thanks for watching.